We've all got to love the world. Showtime.
Jimmy Crackcorn, it hurts like hell. Jimmy Crackcorn,
Dear, do you think I'm doing this right?
Of course you are.
It doesn't seem right.
Well, what's the difference? You're getting exercise, that's what matters.
Yes, but if I'm doing it wrong, I could hurt myself. Oh, I wish we had the instruction booklet.
Yeah, but they don't always have instruction booklets at garage sales.
Oh, maybe you could write to the company. Do you know what this thing is called?
I think it's the Thigh Master.
No, it's not a thigh master. There's nothing for thighs here.
Well, maybe it's a super abs burner.
No, this has nothing to do with abs.
What the hell are abs anyway?
I don't know. I think that this is a burner. Oh, I think this is a rower.
Maybe it's called the super abs roller.
Well, maybe you could ask the people you bought it from.
Yeah, I think I bought it at that brown colonial where the dog didn't stop barking.
No, that's where you bought the stationary bike with no bike seat.
I thought I bought the stationary bike with no bike seat at the White Split Club.
No, you bought the stationary bike with no seat at the house where the dog wouldn't stop barking. Remember? I asked you, why would you buy a stationary bike with no seat? And you said the dog was driving you crazy and you couldn't think straight.
Yeah, right. So where did I buy this gizmo?
That's a mystery for the ages. Come help me up.
Oh, yeah.
I have to dust. Oh, thank you. Our new neighbor is coming over.
Who's that?
Mrs. Something or other. Her husband died. She just moved in. She's renting the Golden's house.
How old was her husband?
Old.
Older than me.
Much older than you, I'm sure.
I don't like hearing about younger men who die, and I especially don't like hearing about men my age who die.
Well, I'm sure he was in his 80s, maybe even his 90s. So, what'd you buy this time?
Why do you always accuse me of buying? I'm not always buying.
You go to the flea market. You come home with a filled shopping bag. It doesn't take Sherlock Holmes to figure out that you bought something.
I didn't buy anything, Dr. Watson. I was going to buy one of those wooden bird feeders that looks like a house, but the guy wanted $4 for it. It wasn't worth more than $2.
Why would you buy a bird feeder? You hate birds.
For $2, I can keep it in the closet.
For what?
What's the difference? But what? I didn't buy it. Get on with your life.
So, what's with the shopping bag?
All right, now you're asking an intelligent question. Do you remember Harry Conaghay?
The butcher?
The butcher. The butcher was Harry Crouch.
No, you're thinking of Herb Krauthammer, the dentist.
Dentist. I said butcher. I didn't say dentist. Did I say dentist?
No, you said butcher. So, what about the butcher?
Butcher? Who's talking about the butcher?
You were just talking about the butcher, weren't you? I said dentist, you said butcher, we said... Every interruption is a blessing from above. Hello? Oh, just a minute. It's for you.
Who is it?
How should I know?
Well, don't you ask.
Did you see me
A
ask?
person's supposed to ask. Give me your phone. Give me your phone. Hello. Oh, yes, sir. Oh, right. Yes, sir. I can be there Monday morning at 10. Oh, wonderful. Yes, sir. Thank you.
So, who was that?
That was Mr. Albano.
Who's Mr. Albano?
He's a human resources manager at Continental Aircraft.
Human resources?
You know, employment manager.
Why would an employment manager be called... Oh, no. Are you sending out your resume again?
A man doesn't have to sit home waiting to die. A man can go out and get a job.
At an egg crate factory? So?
What's to know? What's to know? They come in, they're 4 sizes, small, medium, large, and extra large.
And what about jumbo?
Jumbo is extra large.
Nah, jumbo is jumbo.
What's the difference? Jumbo, extra large, brown, white, an egg is an egg.
So, you're going for a job interview Monday.
That's right, and nothing's going to stop.
How old did you say you were this time?
52.
52? You're 72. As soon as they see you, they'll know you lied.
It's not how old you are, it's how old you feel. Take Jack Jack Benny, for example. For years, he felt like he was 39.
Jack Benny isn't 39 anymore, and neither are you.
Then I'll sue him for age discrimination. I'll get the AARP to help me.
Norman, Jack Benny is dead. So, what's with the shopping bag?
Oh my God, the shopping bag. I forgot all about it. I'll have to cancel Mr. Albumin.
Albano. Albumin is the egg white. See, you know nothing about eggs.
Well, it's not an egg company, it's an egg crate company. You don't have to know about clothes to manufacture suitcases.
What the hell are you talking about?
I don't know, you're making me crazy.
I'm making you crazy? And what about the shopping
Oh
bag?
my God, the shopping bag. All right, you remember Herb Carnegie?
Oh, here we go again. You mean Harry?
Talking to you is exhausting.
Finally, we agree on something.
All right, you know that Harry Carnegie was a big sock man.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, he was a big sock man, one of the biggest.
No kidding.
Oh sure, he was a Warren Buffett of socks.
Buffett. Warren Buffett.
If you're going to interrupt my every word, we'll be sitting here for a very long time.
I've got a dust.
I'm trying to make a point here.
So, what's the point already?
The point is, he gets all these IRs from the stock company he used to work for.
IRs?
Irregular. I ran into him at the flea market, and he told me he has all these socks, so I can post a business. He'll get the socks, I'll sell the socks, we'll split the profit.
But those are individual socks. They're not in pairs.
Right, that's what makes him irregular.
But what good is that? Who's going to buy only one sock?
One-legged people would buy one sock.
I don't think there's a big one-legged market.
And that's not the plan.
Oh, so you have a plan.
A business plan. I'll match up socks and make pairs out of them.
So you're going to sit around all day and match up pairs.
Well, at least I'll be my own boss, not like in that stupid egg crate company.
Well, maybe that's not such a bad idea. At least it would give you something to do.
Yeah, well, I got this bag to get started. Harry's sending over more socks with his gardener.
His gardener? You mean the Hispanic kid who pulls weeds for everyone?
He calls him his gardener.
His gardener? He's the Hispanic kid.
Rich people see things differently.
What's to see differently? He works for the Homeowners Association. He gets paid minimum wage for pulling weeds for everyone.
Why argue with me? I don't call him the gardener. Harry does.
Fancy schmancy. He's a gardener now.
Yeah, well, maybe he's been here already. Ah, yeah, great.
Oh, what is this?
I told you he was a big sock man.
You can't bring that in here.
Why not?
Because our company is coming. Our neighbor's coming.
Good, she can help me sort.
She most certainly will not help you sort. What is wrong with you lately? Take that bag into the bedroom.
Why? What if she has a need for socks? How does she even know I'm in the sock business?
You're not in the sock business.
If I'm not in the sock business, I don't need to meet any new people.
Yes, you do. In fact, she's coming over for drinks later tonight.
She's coming here day and night. Why doesn't she just move into our spare room? Anyway, we're busy tonight.
Busy with what?
We always watch television on Saturday night.
Not tonight. Mossy is spending the night, and Mrs. What's-Her-Name's son is visiting. That's why I invited them back tonight.
Again with the matchmaking?
Oh, don't you care about your daughter's happiness?
Well, of course I do, but why must it interfere with must-see TV?
I am putting this into the bedroom. Oh, maybe you should go into the egg crate business.
Egg crates, I forgot.
Forgot what?
What's the number for the egg crate company?
How should I know?
What did you ask?
Did you see me
All
ask?
right, calm down, you'll have a stroke. What's the number for information?
Try 411.
No, it's not 411 anymore. I'll try 0. Yes, operator, well, what's the number for local information? 411. I knew that. Yes, operator, I'd like the number for Continental Egg Crates in New Brunswick. New Jersey. I'm calling local information in New Jersey. Where the hell are you? Amarillo, Texas. No, wait. I have a question. How much will it cost to get the number from you, Mr. Amarillo, Texas? 75 cents? That's ridiculous. It's just 2 miles down the road. From me, not from you. Look, just give me the first 4 numbers for a quarter and I'll do the rest by trial and error. Hello?
What happened?
She hung up on me.
Someone hung up on you? Impossible.
Why are they all gray? Why did he only give me gray socks?
Did you forget that you're colorblind?
Oh, maybe I shouldn't have rushed into this. Oh no, not more socks.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
Hi, sweetheart.
Marcy, what's wrong, honey?
Oh, I've been kind of depressed. The kids left with Ted for the weekend.
Oh, I'm sorry, dear. But we have some nice plans. Our new neighbor is coming over for tea, and then they're coming back for drinks tonight.
That's nice. I brought you a gift, Dad.
Oh, what's the occasion?
Tomorrow's Father's Day.
Father's Day. Ooh, I better start sorting fast.
Sorting what?
Norman, open your gift.
Oh, yeah, okay. Thank you. Oh, how pretty. Oh, look, Edna. How thoughtful. A pair of gray socks.
They're brown, Dad.
Oh.
It's no use, Dad. There's not a matching pair among them.
Well, how could there not be a single matching pair? It's impossible. Ah, here's one. I knew it. There must be more. We'll just have to keep looking.
This one is brown and this one is blue.
Oh, well, at least I know these are the same color.
Stop with the socks already!
All right. If I had Harry Connick's number, I would call him and give him a piece of my mind. How can I make pairs where there's no 2 socks match?
Why don't you call information and get his number?
Because I want to fix skin color.
Norman, would you please get the door?
I don't want to get the door. You get it. She's your guest.
I'm making tea.
I'll get it.
Thank you.
Hello, I'm Rosemary DiCarlo.
Marcy Silverman. I'll take this into the kitchen.
Hello, Rosemary. So good of you to come.
Oh, it's so good of you to invite me. Your daughter is beautiful. My Raymond will adore her.
Wonderful. Norman, this is my husband, Norman. Norman, this is our new neighbor, Rosemary.
Oh, sorry. I'm in the sock business. Are you interested in buying any socks?
Norman! I'm so sorry. She's depressed. The kids are with Ted, her former husband. If you'll excuse me. Norman, stop with the socks already.
Throw this in the wash. Do you think Edison's wife ever said, Thomas, stop with the light bulbs over there?
So, how long has your daughter been divorced?
About a year.
Well, my Raymond has been divorced for about 3 years now. It gets easier.
I hope so.
So, you're in the sock business.
And my partner was a big sock man from years ago, one of the biggest.
Really?
Yeah, he was the John Wilkes Rockefeller of socks. So, your husband died.
Yes, 2 years ago.
How old was he, if I might ask?
72. What's wrong?
What month was he born in?
December, why?
Never mind.
I'm sorry. Oh, that's okay. I know it's difficult.
Oh my God!
What do you mean recall?
Recalled, you know, when they give you your money back.
Bingo!
What bingo?
We'll return it and make a tidy profit. I bought it in a garage sale, dirt cheap. There's no writing. I don't know where to return it.
Well, I think it's just the Rock Hard Rower Company. Why don't you just call information?
Well, hello, lovely lady.
Oh, Mrs. Harry Conaghy, you remember Harriet, huh?
Of course. How do you do, Harry?
Seeing you again.
Hello, Mr. Conaghy.
Oh, Harry.
Marcy, I hope your uncle remembers you in his will.
And who might you be?
She might be Herb Crothammer, the dentist.
Norman, that's enough.
No, that's enough. Nothing, dear.
I'm Rosemary DiCarlo.
I'm Harry Conaghy, retired big sock man. I've heard of me.
And that reminds me, Mr. Big Sock Man. There's not a pair of that whole bunch of socks you gave me. How am I supposed to make pairs when there are no pairs?
Could you please talk business some other time? We have company. I'm making tea. Would you like to stay for tea, Harry?
I'd love to stay on tea. I'll have coffee.
All right.
Like I said, there are no pairs.
Are you sure?
Of course I'm sure. These are regular socks are of no value. No value whatsoever. Our business deal is off. You might as well throw these irregular socks away. They're no value whatsoever.
But I have thousands of socks. They must have some value.
No value whatsoever. I'm afraid our business relationship is hereby kaput.
Are you looking for a business partner to sell these socks?
This better not be one of those R-rated ideas, because my socks are wholesome socks.
Not unless you thought Sherry Lewis and Lamb Chop were R-rated. Hey, Socko, you are one ugly dude. Oh, yeah? Well, you aren't exactly Sock Gable.
Hi, my name is Ted. I may look like a whole sock, but really, I'm just a heel.
That's it, Rosemary, you're a genius.
She is?
Of course, Rosemary. We'll make sock puppets. We'll sell them at the flea market. We'll make a fortune.
It sounds like a great idea.
Yeah, sock puppets will make a fortune.
Wait a minute, Norman. This sock puppet business is between me and Rosemary.
Tea and coffee.
Just a minute. We have business to resolve here.
What business?
I'm in the sock business with Harry. Suddenly he dumps me like an old sock and he's in business with Rosemary. What kind of low-down sneak dumps a business partner like that?
I didn't dump you. You said we were kaput.
And 2 seconds later, you start a whole business with Rosemary?
What was I supposed to do? Wait for a mourning period?
I didn't mean to cause trouble. I'm not interested in going into business.
Sure you are. You said it was a great idea.
Yeah, for you two I meant. I have no interest.
I'm back into business.
Well, at very least, it should be a three-way partnership with Rosemary. After all, it was her idea.
A three-way? Just because someone has an obvious idea, an idea that would have occurred to me in a few minutes anyway.
Norman!
I'm sorry, I really didn't mean to interfere.
Norman, you will have a three-way split if you have anything at all, and that's final.
All right, we'll have a three-way split, but I'm going to get some paper, and we're going to draw up an official agreement before we have more suggestions from the peanut gallery.
The peanut gallery. I'm sorry. You'll have to forgive Norman. He's been very short-tempered ever since his retirement.
I really didn't mean to horn in on this venture.
Oh, you didn't horn in on anything. This is his 5th business venture this month. Be glad you weren't here for his bagel delivery service or his shopping cart repair service.
All right, now we can draw up the papers and make this business official. Here, you're the administrative assistant.
Oh, a promotion. Last week I was a bagel slicer.
Marcy, start out with all that party in the first part, throwing a few here and there, blah, blah, blah. You know how to do it.
My Marcy is an attorney.
Oh, you didn't tell me that. So is my Raymond.
Can we please stick to the topic
an attorney, though. I feel that maybe we should all have an attorney present.
Oh, come on, she's not that good. Well, I didn't mean anything by that, but it's not like you're another hearing aid.
I'm not sure I want to get involved in this business.
See, she doesn't trust you either.
Rosemary, you don't trust me either?
No, of course I trust you. Look, I don't know anything about socks. Why don't you just do the business between the two of you?
Well, that might not be such a bad idea. We wouldn't want to mix business with pleasure.
All right. Norman, Harry, I want you to shake hands on the deal. Yes, I want you, right now, come on, shake hands. There. Now, you're back where you started. You don't need a contract.
Well, I still think we should have one. Marcy, just fill it out. Harry Conahey and Norman Bender are here by partner.
Wait, Bender? Your last name is Bender?
Yes, didn't you know?
No. Oh.
If I have a booger, you can say so.
Norman, it is you.
Well, of course it's me. Who does she think I am?
Don't you know me, Norman?
You're Rosemary DiCarlo. I'm a neighbor.
My maiden name was Capoletti. Wrong, Capoletti.
Oh, my God!
Norman, what is going on? Norman, do you know this woman? Norman!
Mom, why are you upset?
I'm not upset.
And why are you crushing popcorn in your hands?
Why did he have to walk her home? She lives right next door.
They haven't seen each other in almost 50 years. I'm sure they want to do some catching up. And they had a chaperone. Harry walked with them.
You think they need a chaperone?
I was
Did you see your father's face? I haven't seen him grin like that since he saw Ida Weckelwitz in her thong.
It wasn't a thong, and Ida's close to 80.
It was a thong, and she had tattoos right on her butt.
Those were bangs!
In the shape of Abraham Lincoln with a top hat?
Will you just listen to yourself? Who will get a tattoo of Lincoln and a top hat on her butt?
All of a sudden, your father is the life of the party. He's telling jokes, having a blast from the past.
They were reminiscing.
Oh, I'll bet he would have married her if he could have.
Mom? Why couldn't he have married her if he wanted?
Because your puppy broke them up. A shiksa had no business in the Bender household.
Bubby? You mean Grandma?
She was a bubby then.
We never called her Bubby. She was Grandma B. She rode a motorcycle, for heaven's sake. And shiksa? Since when do you use that word?
I don't know why I always have to be the big party organizer.
You are worried about nothing.
I worry about everything. And what am I going to do about Mahjong?
Mahjong?
Yes, I play Mahjong on Wednesdays over at the clubhouse. Don't you see? I'll be leaving the two of them alone at home.
I don't believe this.
All your life you worked hard so that you can have a peaceful retirement, and then boom, the roof caves in.
I have never seen you like this.
I'll bet your father was head over heels for Ro Capoletti before we met. If she was Jewish, she would be Ro Bender, and I would be the widow living next door.
You are blowing this way out of proportion.
I ain't nothing but a horn dog.
I rest my case.
What's wrong with her?
Why did you just dance me around the room?
Because I'm happy. I just met someone I hadn't seen since Eisenhower was president.
Well, maybe you should play it down a little.
Why is your mother jealous? Your mother is jealous? 44 years of marriage and your mother is jealous? Oh, thank you, God!
Why do you think
tonight I'm going to get laid. But there's nothing wrong with getting laid. We're married.
I wanted to hear this.
Porcupines get laid more than I do. And now with this jealousy thing and this old flame, oh boy, the fires will burn tonight.
I've heard enough.
All right, what did I say? What?
I have to pick up a prescription to take to my sister, and I thought while I was out, I would drop your suit off at the cleaners. And then, you can wear it when you go to your job interview on Monday.
I thought we were canceling that.
No, I think it might be good for you to work in an office again.
Yeah, but what do I know about egg crates?
What's to know? It's not like it's a super abs rower. It's an egg crate.
I'd rather stay home. I've been wanting to work in the garden.
The garden? It's the middle of July. You'll have a stroke. Why don't you let the gardener do it?
This Hispanic boy, don't be ridiculous.
Oh, do whatever you want.
Where are you going now?
To hang your suit back up in the closet.
No. Take it to the cleaners. Ask them to have it ready in an hour. Yeah, it might do me good to get dressed up. Yeah, I'm going to wear it tonight.
Tonight?
For sure. Rose coming over, isn't she?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, great. Oh, and while you're out, stop at the liquor store and pick up a bottle of that wine I like.
Manischewitz Concord Grape?
No, not that one. The other one, the fancy one. The Gallo.
You're choosing an Italian wine over a Jewish wine?
Yeah, I want to serve something with a little pizzazz.
You think that the Italian wine has more pizzazz than the Jewish wine?
I do. I mean, I've tried them both. What's wrong?
It really isn't fair to make you entertain people when Law and Order has back-to-back-to-back episodes on.
Well, they're reruns. Everything's a rerun in the summer, especially when you only have basic cable.
Well, maybe it's time we got some premium channels. Maybe for Father's Day. I'll see if they can turn it on for you today.
Father's Day is tomorrow. Have it turned on tomorrow. Tonight we party. Oh, and don't forget the wine.
What's with the wine?
I'm going to share the wine with your mother before the big event tonight. Although wine could make it a non-event. Right now, though, I got to make a call. Hello. Operator, someone gave me the number for the Rock Hard Roller Company, but I'm having trouble with that first number. 2. All right, thank you. Hello. Yeah, someone gave me the number for the Rock Hard Roller Company, but I'm having trouble with that second digit. 7. Thank you. Oh, yeah, someone gave me the number. What do you mean you're on to me? 75 cents? You can't charge me. You haven't even given me the number. Hello? Hello?
It's nice to be able to sit outside this time of year, isn't it?
Yes.
I hope you're going to like it here.
Oh, yes, I'm sure I will.
So, you and Norman were an item way back when.
Oh, yeah, well, for a while. I mean, until my parents broke us up.
Religious differences.
Oh, no. They just didn't want me involved with someone whose mother rode a motorcycle. Those are very beautiful socks.
Well, socks are my life. I've always been blessed with slim ankles and calves. I've always been able barbecue.
Too bad you're not in the diamond necklace business.
Too bad I'm not in the Viagra business. Perhaps you'd do me the honor of accompanying me to the barbecue at the 4th of July barbecue at the clubhouse.
I don't know.
I should.
No, what?
But a guy like me doesn't stand a chance with a classy lady like you. I mean, I know I'm supposed to be some kind of ladies' man, but when it comes to shove, just call me Harry the Wallflower. You know, I just don't get it. Watch this. Pachenga! Merengue! Do the hustle! I could go on and on. I should be the disco king of Leisure Village for all the time and money I spent at Arthur Murray's. What was it all for? I should take that that dance studio to Judge Judy and demand a refund. It's just the humiliation.
Oh, Harry. It's not you. It's just that I haven't, I haven't dated since, anyway. What about you, huh? You never married?
Oh, I was married, all right, to the Star Spangled Sock Company for 50 years. And then on our golden anniversary, my beautiful bride started sneaking around with the conglomerate, and we got a divorce. And then, for the settlement agreement, I got a luncheon, a watch that took a licking and stopped ticking, and all the IRs I could carry.
Oh, I'm sorry. But you were a big sock man, right? I mean, one of the biggest. So at least you made out well.
Can you keep a secret? Socks aren't what they used to be. In fact, they never were. The biggest sock man in the world couldn't hold a candle to a mid-level underwear man. Some people don't wear socks. They all wear tidy whities. Please don't. Just keep this between us. I've got a reputation in the community.
Your secret is safe with me. So, is there dancing at the barbecue?
Dancing? No, there's no dancing.
I'd be delighted to go to the barbecue. Oh, here's Raymond.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Ray. Hey, this is Harry Conahey. Harry was a big sock man years ago.
Well, hello, Harry.
Nice to meet you, Ray.
One Ray will be.
You see you're not wearing socks.
I don't wear socks, Sam.
Athlete's foot is a nasty skin infection that's caused by a parasitic fungus.
Thanks for the info.
I'm just saying, socks can help avoid athlete's foot.
I'm careful where I walk barefoot.
Sometimes I just don't get this younger generation. I bet you're wearing tidy whities, though.
I'm actually wearing Calvin Klein.
Don't you have your own?
Very, very funny.
Well, anyway, I should be moving along. I want to check the work my gardener's doing.
Strange fellow. Anyway, it seems like a very nice community.
Yes, and very friendly, too. In fact, we're invited over to our neighbors tonight. Oh, and their daughter is visiting. She'll be there, too.
I'm not really in a sociable mood.
Nonsense. The daughter's a lawyer. You have a lot in common.
Mom, we've been through this. I don't want you to set me up. Right now, I'm pretty bummed, and I wouldn't be good company for anyone.
Why? What's wrong?
Tomorrow's Father's Day, and miss Dad, and I'm feeling it from both sides. Cynthia picked this week to take the kids to Vegas.
understand why they're not spending Father's Day with you.
She made all the arrangements and she told the kids 6 months ago. She said that at the time she didn't realize that it would interfere with Father's Day, but she's the world's biggest calendar person. She knew.
Yeah, well, why did you let her get away with it?
What can I do? They're over 21 and she's paying for a trip to Sin City. It's a no-win situation. I bet her and Boris had a good laugh. Boris? What kind of a name is Boris for someone who isn't even Russian?
Well, our neighbor's daughter's name is Marcy. Marcy, that's a nice name.
If it's all the same to you, I'm going to bed early and skipping the hijinks.
Too late, you're already committed.
What are you talking about? You can't force me to meet her.
She seems like a wonderful girl.
I don't care.
And she's very beautiful.
I said I don't. I'm beautiful.
She's a 10.
How high does the scale go?
Well, why are you so suspicious? What kind of kid did I raise that doesn't trust his own mother?
I'm a lawyer. I can't help it. So, what does she look like?
Here, take this next door. Maybe you'll catch a glimpse of her.
What's this?
It's a telephone number that Norman Bender wanted. Just take it over there and introduce yourself. Maybe you'll catch a glimpse of Marcy. If you don't like the way she looks, then you don't have to go tonight.
This makes me feel like a dopey teenager.
Yeah, you look like a lonely 50-year-old. Just take Norman the number.
Hi. I'm Grady Carlo, Rosemary's son.
Hi, I'm Marcy Silverman. Oh, come in.
My mother wanted me to give you this. You said your dad needed it?
Oh, great. I think my dad's taking a nap.
So, you're a lawyer.
You too? So you're divorced?
Look, I'm not very good at this.
No, me neither. My parents think that divorce days can't be happy. We can, can't we? I mean, we don't need our parents trying to fix us up, do we?
Yeah. I mean, no. My mom's the same way. She thinks that my wife left me, not happy when Father's Day rolls around, and her and the kids are in Vegas with a guy named Boris, who isn't even Russian.
My kids are with Ted, my ex. They're taking him and Bambi, his teenage bride, to a dinner and a show.
Her name's really Mandy?
Well, that's what I call her. Her real name is Helen.
She's really a teenager?
Well, not exactly. But she dresses like one. She's 48 years old. She wears micro minis and she's got fat legs. It's a mess.
Do you ever wonder why they left us for such losers?
All the time.
Who are you?
This is Rose Sun Ray.
Hey, son, Ro.
Rose Sun Ray.
How do you do?
Ray brought a phone number for you.
Well, that's a cheap Father's Day gift.
Dad!
What phone number?
I don't know. My mom said you needed it.
Oh, yeah.
Dad, can't you call from the bedroom?
Oh, I get it. You want to be alone.
Dad!
Don't apologize. I understand. I was young once myself.
I'm sorry. But my dad's a little wacky, but lovable.
No, it's okay.
He's always up to something. We just never know what he will do next.
What do you mean I don't have to yell? Of course I have to yell. Your brother could have killed my wife. She's on the floor now screaming in pain because of her. Yeah, well, just a minute. Groan.
Dad!
Groan like you're in pain.
What?
Will you please groan?
No!
Oh,
I'm in pain. Oh.
that was my wife. In pain. What do you mean, deep voice? Are you trying to insult my wife? I'll have you know that my daughter is a lawyer, another Perry Mason. If you don't offer us a good settlement, we'll see you in court. Well, good day to you, too. The nerve of those people.
Dad, it sounds to me like you were trying to put one over on them.
Nonsense. We're entitled to compensation for that rock hard roller. I'm going to finish my nap and then we're going to write up a complaint.
Did he say Rock Hard Roller Company?
That's what he said.
They're one of my clients.
You're not going to prosecute my dad, are you?
Not if you'll join me by the pool for a pina colada.
The sacrifices we make for the people we love. Let me grab my swimsuit and I'll change to the cabana.
I have one at my mom's house. We can stop by there. Divorced and loving it. Sequel was better. Mr. Spender, I'm Ray, Rosemary's son.
How do you do?
Hi, Mom. We're going to go to the swim club.
I hear the water has a bacteria problem.
Wherever did you hear that? That's napping. I'll see you later.
I guess I'll see you tonight, man.
Was dangerous.
Well, I thought I could control it. I'm sorry. We're going to have to cancel tonight. I have to recuperate.
We'll sue. We'll really sue. I didn't care for their nasty attitude to begin with.
Oh, I don't want to sue, Norman. I just want to recuperate until Marcy goes home. Could you please help me?
Yeah, sure. Come on.
Woo!
All right.
Just help me over to the sofa. I'm sure I'll be fine by Monday.
On Monday, Marcy will file a lawsuit.
Oh, no, Norman, I don't want a lawsuit.
I forgot the suntan lotion. What's wrong?
Your mother used a contraption and got hurt.
Oh my God, Mom, why did you do
I
that?
thought I could control it.
We're going to sue the pants off that company.
Before you do, you should know that the Rock Hard Roller Company is one of my clients.
You represent them?
Yes, I do. I know that all of this is a setup.
Setup?
Yes, a fake injury.
A fake injury?
Yes, your dad had me fake groaning.
But my mother would never go along with a fake injury.
That's right. Are you accusing my Edna of being as sneaky as I am?
Get out of my house.
You better leave. My dad may be a conniver, but you have a lot of nerve accusing my mother. If she says she's been hurt, then she's hurt.
I'm sorry. I just think it's a little strange that she used the rotor even after she knew about the recall.
Leave.
Marcy,
Now! We'll see you in court.
Yeah, we'll see you in court. You don't know who you're dealing with, mister. Should we call a doctor?
No, I don't think we need a doctor, and we don't need to sue. I just need to rest.
Oh, yes, you will see a doctor, Mom. And on Monday I will file that lawsuit.
We'll make millions to pay for your pain and suffering.
But it was partly my fault. I never should have fooled with the contraption. Please, just let me rest. You know what? I'm feeling better already.
Don't be a fool, Mom. This device was a ticking time bomb. We'll sue the pants off them, and it's just what they deserve. Accusing my mother of faking an injury. Ted will be the sorriest person in the world.
Raymond!
Right! Raymond!
Bar. Marcy and Raymond have been spending an awful lot of time together in court conferences, and I don't like it one bit. It's been fine for a long time now. I want us to withdraw the complaint.
On the eve of the trial, that just proves that the pain is so great you're not thinking straight.
There's no more pain. Stop already.
Stop already, stop already, stop already. Do you know how many times in 40 years of marriage you said stop already?
And do you know how many times you've actually stopped?
If I stopped every time you yelled at me, I'd be frozen like this. Hey,
Hey, what?
hey, there's a good job. I can be a store window mannequin.
Now you want to be a store window dummy?
Mannequin.
Now you want to be a store window mannequin? Dummy?
Very funny. I can model clothes. Seniors have to wear clothes too. I never understood why we always have to wear identical pajamas.
I think it's cute.
What if something happened and they had to tell us apart? How would they do that?
What could possibly happen that they would have to tell us apart?
What if there's a big fire while we're asleep?
Spit on your words! Spit on your words! Not with coffee in your mouth! Wake it up! Pick it up!
You made me so crazy. Now, what was that talking about?
I don't remember.
Oh, yeah. If there was a fire and we're burned to a crisp, how would they know which of us is which if we're wearing the same pajama?
Every interruption is a blessing from above. Hello? Oh, hi, dear. Yes, did you take chicken soup to your Aunt Shirley? My sister has been sick.
Oh.
Good. Oh, Marcy, now that I've got you on the line, do you think you would stop by here this afternoon before you go to court? I'll tell you why when you get here. Okay, see you later. Bye.
What was that all about?
My sister has the flu.
No, I mean about asking Marcy to stop by.
I'm not allowed to see my own daughter?
Why do you have to see her before she goes to court?
I am very concerned that she and Raymond might be finding each other attractive, and I want to nip it right in the bud.
What are you talking about? With all this rock-hard grower business, it's obvious she hates him.
Oh, well, hate and love are two very close emotions. Oprah did a whole show on that very subject.
Why do you watch Oprah when you can watch Jerry Springer? Anyway, what's wrong with the two of them getting together? After the lawsuit, of course. I thought that was the plan.
Well, plans change.
Well, he seems like a very nice fellow.
Not to me. Now listen, after you get dressed, I want you to go over to the nursing home and bring Rabbi Teitelbaum over here for tea. I already called early this morning and made all the arrangements.
Rabbi Teitelbaum, why do you want to have tea with him?
Well, he hasn't visited in a while, and I like to stay in touch.
He hasn't visited in 30 years.
Well, it's about time we had him over then.
Oh, brother, he dribbles more than Seymour Kleinman from both ears.
That's because Seymour Kleinman is dead.
I think Teitelbaum is dead too, but nobody's told him.
Oh, Norman.
Oh, Norman. How many times in 40 years have you said, oh, Norman? I'm going to get dressed. Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, let's see how far we get with Jewish music tonight. It's hard to see you two do this.
This is absolutely ridiculous.
What? That I rekindled an old friendship?
You were never friends with Rabbi Teitelbaum. He's 95 years old.
You have something against the elderly? Your mother and I are no spring chickens.
The only reason you invited Rabbi Teitelbaum over is because you're afraid that Raymond and I might become involved. You want to drop this crap on me about mixed marriages, but you don't have to worry. That is something that will never happen.
That is not the reason. Rabbi Teitelbaum is a fascinating man with fascinating stories.
Then why did you insist that I be here?
Oh, a woman can't insist on seeing her daughter now and then. And since you're here, you might as well say hello to the rabbi. They must be there now. Norman, stop already!
Norman, stop already.
What?
Nothing, dear. I'm going to the clubhouse. Enjoy your day.
You'll stay right here with us.
There are times in a man's life when he has to stand up for his rights. In the kitchen, did you leave the oven on?
Well, Marcy, I guess it's just the three of us for tea. Rabbi!
Got in here with another thought, Jacob.
See the wisdom he spouts? Rabbi, you're here at my house visiting. It's Edna Bender. You're visiting. And this is Marcy.
Edna Bender. I remember Edna Rothstein. I remember you had a beautiful bat mitzvah.
Yes. Well, I'm older now, Rabbi.
Still dating that Meshuggah from the Hells Angels?
He wasn't from the Hells Angels. His mother rode the motorcycle.
He's no good for you. Find another fellow.
We're married, Rabbi.
Tina, were you eloped?
No, you married us. And this is our daughter, our Marcy. You remember her?
Hello, Rabbi Teitelbaum.
Oh, Marcy, come sit. You're turning into a very lovely young lady.
Marcy, go sit.
Mom.
Rabbi, I was just telling... Rabbi,
Holding!
I was just telling Marcy that Judaism is to be cherished with all our hearts.
Oh, yes, of course it is. You're Marcy? Marcy?
Yes.
Edna's right. It's a beautiful religion with great traditions. You should convoy it.
Marcy is my daughter, Rabbi.
But she's not Jewish? How could that be?
She is Jewish, Rabbi.
So what's the problem?
There's no problem. I just wanted you to explain the difficulties of mixed marriages. I know that you're against
Oh,
them.
of course I'm against it.
Well, I wanted you to explain why. Rabbi, I wanted you to explain why you're against mixed marriages.
I'm not against mixed marriages.
Of course you are. When Lily Lipkowitz wanted to marry that Salvatore fellow whose family owned the fish market, you wouldn't perform the ceremony.
Really?
Don't you remember?
Why don't you ask him if he remembers what he had for breakfast?
That's why we come.
Is it time for my nap, Eddie?
I give up.
Well, I have to go to court. I've enjoyed when he wakes up, tell him how much I enjoyed seeing him, and I hope the rest of your visit is as exciting.
You shouldn't make fun of him. He survived the Holocaust. That's something that Catholics from Brooklyn never had to do.
You're using the Holocaust to argue that I should stay away from Raymond?
I'm just saying that if you fool around with Goyim, it's like slapping your roots in the face.
I never thought I would say this, Mom, but shame on you. To belittle the memory of the Holocaust, even to mention it in this context, is shameful.
You're lecturing me on shame? My big professional lawyer daughter thinks she's so educated that she can lecture me on shame? Did they teach you a course on shame at law school? I don't think so. What do you know about shame? You're ready to bring shame on your whole family without even blinking an eye.
What are you talking about? Tell me what you're talking about.
There's nothing to talk about. Just don't bring Raymond home. He is not welcome here.
I am not interested in Raymond, and even if I were, you say that's shameful?
What's gotten into you? I don't understand.
It's not for you to understand.
I have to go to court.
Marcy,
What?
I love you very much. I just haven't been myself lately. I know that you're not interested in Raymond. Could we please just let this drop, please?
Sure, Mom. It's dropped. Say goodbye to the rabbi for me when he wakes up.
She thinks I'm being unreasonable. Am I being unreasonable? Norman is all I have. If Marcy ended up with Raymond, and Norman and Rosemary start spending time together, well, you see where that could lead. Is it unreasonable of me to try to stop them in their tracks? Norman, I couldn't live without Norman. Is it so terrible of me to try to take precautions? I mean, there's no point in looking for trouble, is there? I'm going to make some tea. Would you like to have some tea? I will take that as a no.
Maybe next time. Yeah.
Huh? Huh? Uh-huh. Now, where were we? Oh, yes. Is there any chance of settling this matter? Huh? Huh? Huh?
No, Your Honor.
And why not? Huh?
Because despite a serious injury, casualty insurance has elected not to make any offer whatsoever.
And why is that, Mr. DiCarlo? Huh? Huh?
Your Honor, the casualty insurance company has a policy of not offering settlements in cases of fraud.
Fraud's a very serious charge. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And an unfounded one.
Do you have any evidence to prove fraud? Huh?
Yes, Your Honor, the plaintiff was aware of the product's recall and knew better than to try to use it.
Did she receive notice of the recall from the company? Huh? Huh?
No, she didn't. She actually bought the rotor at a garage sale.
Then what proof do you have that she was aware of the recall? Huh?
I have a witness who advised her only an hour before she allegedly used the rotor.
That's pretty strong evidence, I would think. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Why don't you ask them who the witness is, Your Honor?
All right. Mr. DiCarlo, who is the witness? Huh?
My mother.
What did you say?
My mother.
Your mother is your key witness? Huh?
My mother wouldn't lie.
And mine would?
My mother doesn't have a conniving husband pulling her strings.
No, she's able to pull her own strings.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set this trap for tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Oh, did you have other plans? Good. I'm going to ask you to bring all the parties together and try to reach a settlement before tomorrow.
Your Honor, there will be no settlement.
Mr. DiCarlo, if I rule against you, I will take into account your client's failure to talk with another mind. So, I think it would be a good idea to include your mommy at the meeting as well. After all, if she's a key witness, then that will come into play at settlement time.
All right then.
Good. I will see you tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock, hopefully to inform me that you've reached an equitable settlement. Got it? And now we're adjourned. Hello. Huh?
don't you and your mother come to my parents' house tonight at 7? We can talk then.
All right, we'll be there.
All right then.
All right then.
That was very unprofessional of you.
Me? What about you?
Well, I was caught up in the moment. You had no right to seduce me. It's unethical.
Seduce you?
Yes, to try to schmooze me out of this lawsuit.
You thought that was a schmooze kiss? What do you take me for?
I take you for a shyster. With a nice keister.
I'm no shyster. You're the shyster. You kissed me.
I did no such thing. You kissed me.
No, I didn't. And you have a very nice keister too, by the way.
Thank you. Oh, but flattery will get you nowhere.
I'm not trying to get anywhere except out the door.
Then go.
Fine, I will.
Well, what's keeping you here?
Nothing. I'll see you tonight.
Okay, go.
I'll go when I'm good and ready.
Okay, then stay here. I'll go.
Fine.
Fine.
I hear an echo.
It's from the empty space between your ears.
Are you trying to insult me?
It's hard to insult a lump of clay.
You are trying to insult me. Well, I'm rubber and you're glue.
Rubber and glue? Can you be any more childish?
I'm not good at arguing with people.
Well, you must be a hell of a litigator.
I mean, people I care about, people I know. That's why my kids aren't spending Father's Day with me. That's why I lost everything in my divorce. I'm a damn lawyer and I lost everything in my divorce. Can you see the irony?
I'm sorry.
Why are you smiling?
I'm rubber. You're glue. That's very cute. It's adorable.
You're adorable.
I thought you were leaving.
I thought you were.
I am.
Me too.
I don't understand. Why do we have to reach a settlement?
It's standard procedure in such cases. We have to take every reasonable step to try to reach an agreement before we go to trial.
Are you sure about that? That doesn't sound right.
It's right.
I never saw the litigants or on people's court settle the case before the trial.
That's because if they settle the case, there would be no trial.
This is what they taught you at Brooklyn Law School? You're positive?
Yes!
What law school did Raven go to?
He went to St. John's.
Oh, that figures.
Again with the religious differences?
I'm just saying that he's a boyish cop.
He doesn't think like he's Jewish. I thought we got past this issue.
We did. I'm just pointing out that he's not like us. These people are not like us.
Not like us in what way?
It's a whole different way of life for these Gentiles. Oh, Marcy, please. Please just tell me that you're not interested in Raymond, in a personal sort of way.
Oh, Mom, you are beating a dead horse. And speaking of dead horses, how was the rest of your visit with Rabbi Teitelbaum?
It was fine. And he would have made some very good points about mixed marriages if he wasn't so tired.
On the way back to the home, he talked about mixed marriages.
He did? What did he say?
He said he wished he were married to Sophia Loren.
Can we please get back to the settlement conference? We have to meet with Raymond and Rosemary.
You mean we all have to get together?
Yes, exactly.
Oh, listen, I think we made our point about that contraption. Let's just settle for $1 and call it even. Then we don't have to have the rigmarole of a meeting.
Are you crazy? The company has deep pockets. We'll bleed them dry.
Yes, but it was partly my fault. I never should have fooled around with the thing. Please, let's just drop it.
Not a chance in hell. Marcy, tell us about this settlement meeting.
It's tonight at 7 o'clock.
Tonight, that's no good.
Why not?
Because Sock Puppets Incorporated is having its weekly stockholders meeting.
It's just you and Mr. Conahay.
It's business.
What time is your meeting?
6:30. It's always right after the early bird at the diner.
Fine. So our meeting is at 7.
A half hour for a stockholders meeting?
How much time do you need?
45 minutes?
I will stall them. I gotta go. I will see you tonight.
Yeah, you go put on your king face. I want you to be a bulldog tonight. Where you going now?
I'm gonna go get my nails done.
Oh.
Bye, Mom.
Bye, dear. Norman, I don't want to have a settlement conference or sue or have anything more to do with these people.
It's out of your hands. It's in the hands of the lawyer.
What lawyers? It's Marcy.
Well, let's have the meeting and see what happens. I'm going for a walk.
A walk?
Yeah, you know, where you put one foot in front of the other, and then the other foot, and the first foot, and so forth, and then you open the door. You get the picture?
I'll go with you.
You can't go with
Why
me.
can't I?
Because you're supposed to be injured, and we're all waiting to see you walking outside in a cage. I'll be back shortly.
Woo!
So you've been spending a lot of time with Roll, you sly devil.
Yeah, she's a wonderful lady.
Have you gotten lucky yet, you old hound dog?
Kind of a personal question. Did you get lucky when you did it?
I didn't get lucky with anyone, I didn't.
I'm glad to hear that.
And now you answer the question.
I don't discuss the details of my courtships.
Courtships. Boy, you smooth operators know all the buzzwords, don't you?
You get to pick them up when you're in trouble in fast lane.
You must have had some life.
Yeah.
These button eyes are impossible to sew on. Why don't we just paint faces on these puppets?
Aaron Conahay has never put out a cheap product.
But at this rate, we'll never finish enough sock puppets to fill a flea market chain.
Could be right. Maybe we should start an assembly line in Mexico. Maybe ask my gardener to be our liaison.
Liaison. Wouldn't it just be easier to paint faces on these socks?
Well, you could be right, but if we cheap out there, if we, cut corners there, then we'd have to come up with some kind of gimmick.
What kind of gimmick?
Maybe something like those Cabbage Patch Kids who all came with their own names.
That's it. We'll name each individual sock puppet. Now I understand why you were such a big sock man.
All we have to do is write down a list of names.
Yeah, all we have to. Ow! Oh!
My God, Norman, you never take me dancing. I thought this was a stockholders meeting, not a sock puppet factory. We have to clean up this mess.
The Carlos are coming over to Vegas to settle the lawsuit.
I never go anywhere empty-handed. It's cannolis.
I love cannolis.
Hello, Harry. How are you? What? Please, let's all find seats.
Don't sit on any of the sock puppets. You sit on it, you walk.
Why don't you sit right over here? You'll be much more comfortable.
The reason we are here
Just a
tonight.
minute.
What's wrong?
We haven't finished the stockholders meeting.
Dad.
Did you hear of parliamentary procedure? All right, any old business?
No.
Any new business?
Yes, I propose that we approach Walmart to sell our product.
That sounds like a great idea. Let's just a minute.
Now what? Dad, what are you doing?
Let me handle this, Martha.
What's this? 5 million.
I didn't say to read it out loud.
Dad!
Marcy, please, it's our jumping off point.
May I?
Of course. 2 million. All right, now we're negotiating. Marcy, watch and learn.
4 million.
$1. $1?
Perhaps you should have seized the first offer when it was on the table. Look, Mr. Bender, I'm here because I was ordered to be here, not to put up with your foolishness.
Just a minute. Don't talk directly to my client.
He was speaking directly to me.
Well, he speaks directly to our television set, too. Learn to ignore him like everyone else does.
Dave,
We are here because Judge Krauthammer has asked us to
is that the name of the dentist?
I thought it was the butcher.
This is ridiculous.
You have no right to call my parents ridiculous.
Well, what would you call it? Sock puppet meetings, secret notes, blathering on about a dentist and a butcher?
Well, maybe if your client didn't make a defective product, you wouldn't have to be here to deal with it.
Order in the house!
Sit down!
Hey, Harry's just trying to help. Don't talk to him that way. They can talk to him any way they want. This is my house.
This is my house too, and he's my partner. They have no right to talk to you like that. I can tell you. Mistrial! I demand a mistrial!
This is awful! It's not awful. Come on. This is perfect. Perfect. This is a slap in the face of Adeline.
Etta who?
This settlement conference is over. I want everyone out. Out. You, big guy, you stay.
I'm just going outside for a minute.
For what?
Harry and I have to start naming individual shop numbers unless you'd rather stay here to do it.
No. Do it outside, but stay right in front where I can see you.
Yes, Mommy.
What has gotten into you? What has gotten into you? Kissing and carrying on like that, putting on a show for the whole world to see, and lying to me.
Lying to you?
Yes, you said nothing was going on between you and Raymond.
There isn't. Well, there wasn't. Maybe there is. I don't know.
Well, there can't be.
Mom, that's enough.
Don't tell me that's enough. That's what I say to your father when he starts making no sense.
Then let me repeat myself. That is enough. And let's get another thing straight, Mom. I love you very much, but I am 50 years old. You didn't try to control my love life when I was 21. Don't try to do it now.
Maybe you'd have been better off if I did when you were 21.
That's a low blow.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. But at least Ted was a Jew. The cultural differences between you and Raymond are too big to overcome.
Cultural differences? There are no cultural differences. This has nothing to do with cultural differences. You just don't want any relationship to develop between the families because you're afraid that Dad still cares for Rosemary.
That is not true. I just don't want to see you get hurt. You know, I would like that whole family. I've actually been thinking about moving. Your father wanted to move to Florida. Maybe it's time I agreed.
Well, maybe it's time you stop panicking over nothing. Rosemary is a terrific lady. She'd be a great friend for you.
Yeah, like Brutus was to Caesar.
It's Brutus.
What does she want?
I'd like to speak to you.
We have nothing more to say to each other. I will see you in court.
I think we do have something to say to each other.
I'm going outside. I'm going to keep an eye on Daddy to make sure that he doesn't play in the mud.
I don't know what I did to hurt you, but whatever it is, I want to apologize.
You didn't do anything. No apology is necessary.
Well, then maybe you can explain to me what is going on.
What is going on is that I am trying to protect protect my daughter.
From what?
From making another mistake.
You're calling my Raymond a mistake?
Oh, no, not Raymond. I have nothing against Raymond. I just think that people should stick with their own kind.
Oh, well, I must be missing something here. You knew that we weren't Jewish when we decided to introduce our children to each other.
Well, to be honest with you, it never occurred to me that you weren't Jewish.
To be honest, you have the nerve to use the words "to be honest." You haven't been honest yet.
You have no right to judge me.
I'm not judging you. You've been the judge. You think I don't know what this is all about? You judged me, a homewrecker. You judged Norman, a cheat. You judged your own daughter, incapable of choosing a good man. You've judged everybody around you.
Well, you don't know what it's like to
To what? To lose a husband? Yes, I do know what it's like. I lost a husband to cancer, and it hurts. Every day it hurts like hell. I would never hurt someone else that way. You're afraid that you're going to lose your husband to me? That's absurd. I don't love Norman. I certainly don't lust for him. I like him. And I like you. You know, I came here hoping to make friends. Maybe have a neighbor like you. You know, when it seemed like you and Marcy and my Raymond might be interested in each other, I felt like maybe it was my husband up there looking after me. Like somehow he found a way to surround me with people that would care about me. But I don't want to cause you any pain. If I didn't just sign a lease, I'd consider moving.
Well, your son is a lawyer. Why don't you have him look into it? Maybe he can get you out of it.
You can't be the sock puppet Senior Wences. Somebody already knows that.
That's ridiculous. What are the chances someone else came up with the same name for a puppet?
Did you ever think that maybe the name is stuck in your head because you've heard it before?
Oh, please, Senor Wences is not even an American name. Senor means Mr. in Spanish. I could have named him Mr. Wences, which was my original thought, but I added some flair because you mentioned your garden. I figured it would help us sell the sock puppets to the Hispanic community. And you're telling me that someone came up with the name Mr. Wences and then decided to add some Spanish flair? You're living in a fantasy world.
You're the one that sent an application into NASA to become the world's oldest astronaut. And you say, I'm living in a fantasy world.
What? Are you crazy? What's the fantasy about that? Someone's got to be the oldest astronaut. Let me tell you something. While you sat in your ivory sock tower, I was out there living my life. In all my years, I never heard anyone, not a single person, use the name Mr. Wences. And another thing.
Norman, what's wrong?
Norman,
This sock business is a little more stressful than I imagined.
Just stay right here.
I'll be all right. I'll be...
Harry, call 911.
Oh my God, what are you doing?
I was a critical care nurse for 30 years. I'm going to have to give him mouth to mouth. Turn away if it's going to make you jealous.
Hurry! My friend's having a heart attack!
Woo!
Magnified and sanctified be God's great name in the world, which he has created according to his will. May he establish his kingdom soon in our lifetime. Let us say, Amen. May his great name be praised to all eternity, hallowed and honored, extolled and exalted.
Yid Gadal v'Yid Kadash, Shemei Rabbah, B'Alma Divrei Hirutei.
basket. It's beautiful.
I told them not to use a lot of that stringy cellophane paper. They didn't put a lot of that stringy cellophane paper in the basket, did they?
No, there wasn't a lot of stringy cellophane paper in the basket.
That stuff is good for Easter baskets, but who needs all that stringy cellophane paper all over your house? I never understood why we needed to use some stringy cellophane paper.
Harry, it was a beautiful basket. 3 kinds of pears. I never saw such pear-shaped pears. Did you know that Norman used to rave about pears?
No, I didn't know that.
He didn't much care for the taste, but after he retired, he got a part-time job at the produce department over at the supermarket. He always used to rave about the pears. He said that they didn't roll like the apples and the oranges. He called them God's weevils. He said that if apples and oranges were shaped like pears, he never would have quit.
Speaking of Norman, I've got something on my chest, and I know this isn't a good time, but I've been feeling a lot of guilt.
About what?
The sock puppet business, it was too stressful. Maybe if we
Mr.
didn't...
Carnegie, don't be ridiculous. My father was involved in a new venture every week since he retired. That's what kept him going. He didn't have a heart attack because you were arguing about the name of the sock puppet.
Marcy's right. You have nothing to feel guilty about.
Thank you. Well, it's too bad about Rosemary.
What about Rosemary?
Apparently there was some kind of loophole in her lease, and the Goldens want their house back. So she and Raymond are packing, and she's moving tomorrow.
What?
Yeah, she's gonna move in with Raymond until she can find a new place. You know, I can really, give Rosemary a lot of credit for helping Norman the way she did, but not to show up at the funeral. I'm very disappointed in that. I guess maybe she's still holding a grudge about the lawsuit. Yeah. That kind of behavior is, really, it's petty and juvenile. I really liked her. I thought we were becoming an item.
An item?
Yes, we were seeing a lot of each other, but not anymore. I lost all my respect for her.
Oh, Harry, you've got it all wrong. I'm the one that you should lose respect for.
What are you talking about?
Rosemary didn't miss the funeral because of the lawsuit, and she's not moving because of the Goldens. I asked her to move because I was the petty juvenile fool. I was so sure that Norman would run away with her. I was so sure that she would one day kiss his lips and breathe life back into them, into their relationship. Don't you see the irony? When she finally did kiss his lips, I stood there and I watched, and I thanked God she was trying to breathe life back into him. Oh, I hurt her terribly. I wish there was something I could do. If she wanted, I would get down on my knees and beg her to forgive me.
Well, I understand in the Jewish religion that a person is required to forgive if someone offers a sincere apology.
Yes, but you're not Jewish. I made that abundantly clear.
Well, Christianity operates under similar guidelines.
I was quite the fool.
The threat of loneliness can make you do crazy things. Listen, I'm sorry we didn't come to the funeral. I was afraid it might upset you. I wouldn't have paid a call now while you're in mourning, but Raymond insisted.
I'm glad you're here. I was such a fool. I was so sure that you would steal Norman away from me that I didn't take the time to enjoy just having him with me.
Oh, I've already forgiven you.
Oh, and you won't move away?
Oh, well, that's a horse of a different color. Raymond found me a loophole to get me out of the lease. I'm not sure he can find me one to get back in.
Oh, well then Marcy will help. Won't you, Marcy? The two of them will work on it together.
Mom, I don't think I could work closely with Ray. Every time we do, we end up kissing.
Well, I want you two stuck together like glue until you find a way to uncancel this lease. And I don't care how much kissing is involved.
Marilyn was right.
About what?
He found this beautiful argyle sock. You know how argyle sock have those diamond-shaped areas on them? So he sewed two, button eyes on it, and then he said, "I'm going to name this sock Edmund because the diamond shapes remind me of the beautiful diamond I married."
Oh,
A real Altacaca, that man.
You just called Norman an old fart.
Remind me to be in the courtroom next time you have oral arguments.
Maybe we'll all make a day of it.
Maybe we'll make a life of it.
Make a life of what?
Oh, Norman, the doctor said you're supposed to stay in bed.
Your sister died, you're sitting shiva, I have to take care of you. I'm gonna make some tea.
Great, I'll have coffee.
Oh, I brought cannolis.
Love cannolis. You want a cannoli, Norman?
No thanks, I'm gonna have a piece of challah.
Norman, you're passing up cannolis for challah?
Cannolis give me heartburn. I choose hollow cannolis every day of the week.
Oh, Norman.
Oh, thank you, God.
For what?
Don't ask. Every interruption is a blessing from above.
Hello? Bluebird Bowling Ball Company? You have an opening for a bowling ball buffet? No thanks. I'm retired. I'm gonna spend some quality time with my beautiful wife. Yeah, thanks anyway. What? Yeah, Jack Benny isn't 39 anymore.
Kids is always a good job. Back to your lane. There's got it. Thanks for taping. Yeah, we go to do a few things.